towns must be planned. It's just about people who are concerned from this country choosing to say, look, this country is made up of so many talented and creative people. And getting it right is also evolving the right strategy. It's not a function of money, it's a function of ideas. I'm not saying money is not important, money is very key. But knowing what to do, even with the money, is much more important. Being able to identify the people that have the talent and the skill to get things. That's what I think doing.
Now, as a concerned parent, what do you think should be done to correct the ills in our education system?
It's not a function of, because there's so many of them. There's so many of them. It goes beyond just somebody saying, but that this should be done, that should be done. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond somebody saying, I have an idea, this is what we should do. It goes down to the case of, let us sit down, identify those things that are wrong. This is where we are today. This is where we intend to be. How do we get there? Drawing a roadmap for us to be able to get there. That is very important. It varies from country to country. A lot of people talk about the Finland model, whereby the teachers are one of the best teams anywhere, and they're getting excellent results, and they're doing that. That may not be exactly the same model for Nigeria. We need to evolve the Nigerian model, taking cognizance of all the issues surrounding it, and coming up with something that will work in Nigeria.
It has been different from all of us.
Well, that's a very interesting question in the sense that you've talked about a lot of gatherings, a lot of things. That means that a lot of people have been concerned over the years. Here we are. We're still where we are. So that's why this particular gathering is to ask ourselves questions of why are we still where we are despite all that we have done. And one of the interesting things that we have decided to do is that we have decided to make all those gatherings of reform, we've classified them the old order. This is the new order. Because here we have an interesting mix. Not only do we have educators, but we also have a lot of parents coming in. Not only do we have government, we also have a lot of private sector coming in. And we also have people who are just generally worried about the state of the education in our country. And they want to make a difference. Adequate funding? Yes. I wouldn't say that. I will put it more as strategy and vision. That is actually the problem. Because if we're really going to make a difference, if you're really going to reform the education sector, it goes beyond money. We're talking about the level of ideas. We're talking about being able to identify clearly where we are today and where we intend to go, and designing strategies for getting to where we want to go. That takes brain work. That takes thinking. That takes planning. That takes strategy. That takes being able to get people to see and desire to be part of that vision. We need to craft a vision for the education sector in Nigeria, because it is very important. This is the bedrock of everything. Or any mistake we make in the education sector, give it 10 years, we begin to see it in various things in Nigeria.
All right, ma'am. In total, if you would rate the education sector, what would you say?
I would choose not to rate, because it will be too traumatic to rate. I don't need to do the rating. You will see that we've been reckoned to be, something came out last week, we're reckoned to be the worst in terms of primary education in Nigeria. That, if you are not pained, I am pained. Some of us were actually crying when we saw that report. If you are not worried, I am worried. If you're not concerned, I am concerned. Because I know the implication of that. I'm not looking at today. I'm looking at the products of 10 years from now. And we're going to have people who we cannot employ. We're going to have them becoming mothers. We're going to have them becoming fathers. And we're going to have a problem. The same problem we've been talking about for years. Then why don't we do something? Thank you. With a lot of of educational institutions, and that has exposed us to a lot of the challenges facing the sector. But this one is actually not about me as a person or my organization. This is a program of the Concerned Parents and Educators Network. It's a group that started sometime last year, and the main aim and the main desire of the group is to bring about reforms within the education sector in the country. You will notice that it is not a case of one particular organization. Here you will see people like Dr. Obusoya and quite a number of other people within the private education sector. You will also see a lot of parents. So it's a mix of everybody concerned about what is going on within our educational system.
Our system is not test because the government hasn't done anything.
I am not saying the government is not doing anything. All we are saying is that we are concerned about the state of education in our country, and we believe that we need to get it right if we're to move forward. You are here talking to me today only because you are educated. If you cast your mind back, there's so many of the people that you must have grown up with who are today vulcanizers, who are today Jaffa drivers. The only difference between you and them is because you were educated. The only difference between me and the woman that's selling pepper is because I went to school, she did not. And that does not mean that the Lord has not given out brains. Nigeria is filled with talented people. Very, very talented, creative, and visionary people. There's no reason why we can't get it right within our educational system.
Apart from this kind of let's take it.
And Nigerians outside the country. And all we're doing is that we're deliberating on ideas to move the education sector forward. And when I say that, no matter what we're saying outside or online, if we're not engaging the government and the stakeholders, we're not going to get it. And that's one of the reasons why we have to say